Welcome to episode 2 of Mastermind, filmed like a day after the last one, so you've all had a lot of quick turnaround with your new special subjects. We have some new names in here, something new, something old. Is that what Andrei Sapkowski said? I don't remember. Anyway, welcome to Mastermind. 7 of my dearest friends have once again put their hand up to be sitting in the black chair of doom with quite an eclectic range of specialist subjects this time. 3 rounds as always. First round is specialist subjects, second round is slow burn, and third round is general knowledge. So, without further ado, let's get in to the specialist subjects. Could I ask the first contender to step into the black chair? Your name.
All right, so I'm Kieran.
And your specialist subject?
So unlike last time when I picked a relevant political topic, I thought let's do something personal. So I picked the game Heroes of Might and Magic 3.
Indeed, the cult classic late 90s turn-based strategy game. Yep. Why does this game speak to you in a way that no other one does?
Well, it's just a nostalgic one that I remember playing with my older brother, especially because it was like an older PC strategy game. It had hot seating, so because you only have the one computer, the two of us could play taking turns. And then I only found out much later that apparently this thing is a cultural pillar in the bedrock in Eastern Europe, where every Russian, Polish, Ukrainian, Belarusian, Finnish person I know has played this and like memorized it in great detail.
And still plays it to this day. It still remains a
And all the new
classic.
content for this game, which is 26, 27 years old, is made by Russians now.
Favorite town type?
Maybe dungeon.
Okay. Well, there's no judgment. I haven't played the game. I've researched it, but
Yeah, it's an abstract thing to him.
Yeah, I know. It's totally
dungeon.
abstract. It's like, I don't know, picking Rome for Rome Total War or something.
All right.
Okay, so you know the drill. You've done this before. 2 minutes on your special subject, Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Your time starts now. The cult classic turn-based strategy game Heroes of Might and Magic 3 was originally developed for Windows by New World Computing and released in 1999 by which California publisher?
Sierra?
3DO Company. Which king of Arathia's assassination serves as the catalyst for the Restoration Wars, in which his daughter Catherine Ironfist seeks to drive out
King Griffinheart?
Correct. Reflecting the hellish nature of the faction, what name is given to the might heroes of the Inferno town type?
Warlock?
Demoniac. The game received 2 official expansions within a year of its release, Armageddon's Blade in 1999 and which other pack in 2000?
Shadow of Death?
Correct. Which neutral aligned town type has access to Beastmaster and Witch heroes in addition to recruitable gnolls, gorgons and wyverns?
Oh, Fortress.
Correct. Which barbarian hero and central protagonist in the Hack and Slash campaign was based on a Dungeons & Dragons character created by New World compounding founder John Van Canahan? Craghack is correct. The game features 4 magical resources used to construct various buildings and recruit powerful creatures: crystal, gems, sulfur, and which other?
Mercury.
Correct. Thanks to the efforts of the game's distribution platform GOG in 2025, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 became the first video game to ever be preserved on what experimental form of storage?
Physical crystal storage.
More information.
Glass, crystal disc. Prism?
Close enough.
Yeah.
Receiving support from both the game's original composer and designer was which 2011 fan expansion that added 3 new town types as well as new playable campaigns?
Horn of the Abyss?
Correct. The Liberation campaign sees the forces of good seeking to recapture the capital of the ruined nation of Arathia that has what name?
Stedwick?
Correct. What 2 colors of dragon serve as the formidable level 7 creatures within the Ramparts roster of recruitable units?
Green and gold?
Correct. Which common building sells spellbooks for 500 gold, enabling heroes to store their learned spells and to cast them in battle?
Mage Guild?
Correct. Which video game developer released a 2015 HD, I've started so I'll finish, a 2015 HD remaster of the game, which was criticized for its omission of the 2 official expansions?
Ubisoft.
Correct. And after that, 11 points. A lot better than negative gearing.
What was that, 6, I think?
6, so almost double. Well done.
Thank you.
And could we have our next competitor, please?
Good luck.
Your name
Jamie,
and your specialist subject.
the Singapore-Malaysia Agreement.
So it's quite an interesting one, this one. To my mind, I can't think of another independence movement that had its sovereignty foisted upon it. Didn't really have much of a choice.
No, there was negotiation, but yes, it was pretty much they were told they were going to be leaving.
Yes, Malaysia gave them the old boot. And just to be clear, you did not pick this subject yourself.
I did not, though I have found myself very interested by it.
Yes, our good friend Brendan, who is not here today, picked it for you, and I think mutually assured destruction dictates that you picked his subject for him for whenever he comes back and does it. Tell me something I don't know about the Singaporean.
Well, you wrote the questions and gave me the sources, so you probably know the things I know.
Well, let's pretend through the magic of television I don't know.
The Parliament of Singapore and Malaysia did not know about the agreement until 2 days before it was signed.
It's crazy stuff, isn't it? And Singapore and Malaysia went their own ways, and I mean, Singapore seems to have made a good go of it, independence-wise, so I guess so is Malaysia. They haven't fallen apart.
All things considered.
Yeah. All right, so 2 minutes on the Singaporean Independence Agreement. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. And your time starts now. Singapore's time as a Malaysian state came to an end after just 23 months when the two parties signed the Independence Agreement on what date in 1965?
The 7th of August.
Correct. Which Singaporean Prime Minister held a noticeably emotional press conference on the 9th of August in which he described the separation as a moment of anguish?
Lee Kuan Yew.
Correct. Contributing greatly to the political tension that precipitated the split were mutual accusations of communal bias between Malaysia's two major political parties, the UNMO and which ruling party of Singapore?
PAP.
Correct. By what margin did the Malaysian Parliament pass the Constitutional Amendment Bill that granted Singapore its sovereign status?
126-0.
Correct. Leading the independence negotiations in complete secrecy were Malaysia's Deputy Prime Minister, Abdul Razak, and Singapore's Goh Keng Swee, who held what position?
Pass.
Although the agreement was signed on the 7th of August, Singapore legally ceased to be a state of Malaysia on what other date?
9th of August.
Correct. A two-word term coined by Lee to advocate multiracial equality in stark opposition to perceived Malay bias in policymaking was what Malaysia?
Malaysian.
Correct. 1 year after the agreement, the UK Parliament enacted the Singapore Act of 1966, which granted Singapore membership of which international association?
United Nations.
Commonwealth of Nations. Article 5 of the agreement ensured that despite their separation, Malaysia and Singapore would establish a joint council for what purpose?
Defence.
Correct. The Federation of Malaysia was established just 2 years before the separation and was comprised of Singapore, Malaya, North Borneo, and which other state?
Sarawak.
Correct. Which Malaysian Prime Minister claimed the separation was his idea as a means to achieve peace between the two states?
Tunku Abdul Rahman.
Correct. Much of the relevant legal paperwork concerning the separation was drafted by which Singaporean law minister?
Pass.
The first instance of communal rioting that took place in Singapore in July 1964 was alleged to have been caused by activist efforts led by which UNMO official?
Jafar Abar.
Albar, I need. By his own account, Malaysian Prime Minister, I've started so I'll finish, Malaysian Prime Minister Abdul Rahman first decided that the separation was necessary during his 1965 trip to the Commonwealth Prime Ministers Conference, which was held in which city?
London.
Correct. 10 points. Well done.
I'm so mad at him.
We have to go through your passes though, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Back in the chair.
Get back in the black chair. So you had two passes.
Was Goh See Kwang the Deputy Prime Minister of Singapore?
He was the finance minister. And then the Singaporean law minister who drafted much of the paperwork was E.W. Barker.
Yeah, I was never getting that one.
But still, two passes and 10 points. Well done.
Thank you.
Could we have our next competitor? Your name.
Janie,
And your specialist subject.
Taskmaster UK Series 14.
The hit UK comedian panel show, panel reality, kind of does it all, created by Alex Horn. Season 14. Why season 14?
It's just the best one and the one I watch the most.
Favorite competitor from this season?
John Kurtz.
He is just unhinged in all the wrong, right
So
ways.
right.
Favorite task from the season?
The sabotage task with the sand and the trolley.
Oh, and that shot of, or that whole thing of John having to get the task in sequence, and then it just ends with, oh dear.
I just love the tension that they actually thought he was such an idiot.
Yeah.
Teammate was such an imbecile.
I think I saw it in a podcast. John Kearns is talking about. I think he went to some award show after they'd filmed that task with Dara O'Brien, and Dara O'Brien spent the entire night going around to anyone who will listen, telling everyone how much of an idiot John Kearns was because of that, and it turns out it was all for naught.
Yeah.
All right, so. You did your first topic was Bridgerton season 14. You got an almost clean sweep. Let's do it again. Let's do it again with
no
Taskmaster
pressure.
season 14. Current score to beat is 11. You have 2 minutes on Taskmaster season 14. Good luck. Your time starts now. The cast for season 14 of Taskmaster starred Munya Chihuahua, Sarah Millican, Fern Brady, Dara O'Brien, and which other comedian?
John Kurtz.
Correct. Most of the on-location tasks for the season were filmed at which UK airport that was temporarily closed due to the pandemic?
Gatwick Airport.
Correct. Forming the basis for episode 3's name, Fern irately refers to John by what 4 words when irritated by his ineptitude in the put the most sand in the trolley team task?
Dafty. In the middle.
Correct. The 3 objects that Munya orders for use in his final task are a Swiss Army knife, moon shoes, and what other item?
Vaseline.
Correct. In episode 2's printing task, John inadvertently sabotages himself by writing his signs in which largely illegible font?
Windy.
Correct. In winning season 14, Dara O'Brien set the record for highest scoring champion in a regular series with what overall score?
184.
Correct. Which classic book contained a key that was vital to unlocking the caravan during the Eat a Grape task in episode 10?
Grapes of Wrath.
Correct. What was the title of the 1-minute, one-person play Fern wrote and Munya performed in episode 9?
Cat.
Meaning. Episode 3's prize task, in which contestants were asked to bring in the best thing they'd received in the post, saw Sarah Millican offer a photo of herself surrounded by posters of which celebrity?
Philip Schofield.
Correct. Who was the only contestant not to score 5 points in the blow an item the furthest on the Nappet live task?
John.
Correct. For episode 7's prize task, Fern brings in a device that assists with urinating during long car journeys, which she gives what rhyming name?
Shiwi.
Correct. During the find the back of your hand task, John describes an anecdote he heard of realizing one's own hands are that of one's father's as well, told by which English pop opera singer?
Theo Peake.
Russell Watson. Having served in the role since the show's inception, who directed all 10 episodes of Taskmaster season 14?
Andy Devonshire.
Correct. In total, how many tasks did series champion Dara O'Brien win throughout the course of the season?
21.
Correct. No passes, 12 points. Well done. Tegan's actually next. Yep. Your name
Tegan.
and your specialist subject.
Anastasia.
Yes, the late 90s film. It's I can't believe it's not Disney film, but it was actually by Fox Studios. Now, you originally picked this subject for the first episode, which you couldn't make, and back then you had seen, or you had seen the musical, the live.
Yes.
And where was that and how was it?
That was at the State Theatre, and it was really good actually, but very different. Less magic, less fun, and more communism. And
And that, in your mind, makes it worse.
no, it's still good. I think it's the reality if things had happened. So yeah.
And the film, obviously, big part of your childhood? Was it
Oh, huge.
that was the one VHS that like was...
Oh no, I had all of the VHSs, but this one was the most replayed. So
Favorite character?
it's got to be Anastasia.
It's got to be
Right, it's got to be Anastasia.
Quite the girl boss. All right. Are you ready?
So here we go.
All right. 2 minutes on Anastasia. Good luck. Your time starts now. The 1997 film Anastasia was considered a return to form for producer Don Bluth, who shared directorial responsibilities with which other animator?
Gary Goldman.
Correct. At the start of the film, the Dowager Empress gives Anastasia 2 parting gifts, a music box and an ornate necklace with what 3 words inscribed on it?
Together in Paris.
Correct. Upon leaving the orphanage she grew up in, Anastasia comes across a signposted crossroads with right pointing to St. Petersburg and left pointing where?
The fish market.
Fisherman's Village, I need. Accompanying Anastasia during her adventure is a stray puppy whom she names what?
Puka.
Correct. The cast of the film features Meg Ryan in the titular role, John Cusack as her love interest Dimitri, and which former Cheers star is Dimitri's associate Vlad?
Kelsey Grammer.
Correct. The only song to not feature in the subsequent stage musical adaptation, which character sings In the Dark of the Night?
Jim Cummings.
Rasputin.
Oh.
In an attempt to reunite with her lost granddaughter, what sum of money does the Dowager Empress offer as a reward for whoever brings her Anastasia?
I think it's 10 million rubles.
Correct. As Anastasia is shopping in Paris, she is seen exiting a shop bearing the name of which real-life fashion house?
Chanel.
Correct. Whilst travelling on a train, Vlad privately keeps a tally of how many times Anastasia and Dimitri verbally best one another, with Anastasia scoring 30 and Dimitri scoring how many?
None.
3. In the opening line of the song Once Upon a December, an amnesiac Anastasia wistfully sings of dancing bears and painted what?
Swans.
Wings. Which Simpsons voice acting alumni have portrayed Rasputin's only friend, the albino bat, Bartok?
Pass.
While she's sailing to Paris, Rasputin employs dark magic to force Anastasia to sleepwalk to the top deck of the ship whilst being lured by demonic familiars disguised as what animal?
Butterflies.
Correct. Which song do Anastasia, Dimitri and Vlad sing as the latter two teach Anastasia in the ways of royalty en route to Paris?
Something you learn.
Learn to do it.
Yeah.
Anastasia's final clash with Rasputin sees her battling with him for control over his reliquary, whilst Dimitri fights a statue in the form of which creature from Greek mythology?
A Pegasus.
Correct. You had just the one pass. The Simpsons voice acting alumni, which portrayed Bartok. Have you thought of it yet, or?
I can't pronounce his name. It's...
Hank Azaria.
Yeah.
But 8 points. Well done. Mo. God, a bunch of voices, but Mo is like, you know, one of the big ones. Apu.
He's the guy in Godzilla as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we have our next contestant, please? Your name
Ella.
and your specialist subject.
Poirot.
Yes, Agatha Christie's much beloved Belgian super sleuth Poirot. So, read them all as a kid, did you?
Maybe all of the Poirots, yeah.
Did you watch the show?
Yes, definitely.
Yep. David Suchet.
Yes,
Best-
a classic, the best,
The
best to
best.
ever do
You're
it.
telling me Kenneth Branagh is not the definitive Poirot in your mind? No. Favorite book or favorite? Well,
Ooh,
favorite book
favourite-
or whodunit?
I tend to like the ones that are set in the Middle East. They're very fun, and all the travel ones. I think the English country house ones can be a bit creepy, but the sort of holiday ones are fun.
And what do you make of Christie's later declaration in life that she grew to really hate the character?
I feel like she still did like all the fan service and stuff. So I kind of, no matter what she was feeling privately, I'm like, yeah, it's probably fine.
Yeah.
She worked on it her whole life, so I'm like, you can have it.
Yes, that's right. I mean, she's in his head as much as he's in her
Yeah.
head. So, yes. Now, we have one other piece of business to take care of before we start your specialist subject round, and that is the birthday gift that you gave me. And I feel like just everyone has to see it. Easily the most high effort thing that anyone's ever done for my birthday. How does this stack up with what is confronting you in this moment?
It's like 1-to-1, honestly. I don't want to like toot my own horn, but like, absolutely.
It was amazing. I can't believe it. It's so good. But you're totally not a good drawer though, right? It's like,
No.
That's incredible.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And I hope I can give a gift to you by giving
Thank
you
you. I expect it to
12
be
or 13 odd easy
Incredibly
answers.
easy. That would be
All right.
fantastic. That's the deal we've struck.
Hercule Poirot,
Yes,
are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, your 2 minutes begins now. The Belgian super sleuth Hercule Poirot made his literary debut in which 1920 novel that sees the elderly owner of a manor house mysteriously poisoned?
The Mysterious Affair at Styles.
Correct. First introduced alongside Poirot at the Mysterious Affair at Styles is which Watsonian companion and English veteran of the First World War?
Arthur Hastings.
Correct. In Murder on the Orient Express, Poirot emphatically rebuffs businessman Samuel Ratchet's attempts to hire him for protection, stating bluntly that, "I will not take your case because I do not like your what?"
Face.
Correct. Starring David Suchet as the titular character for almost 25 years, Agatha Christie's Poirot was a long-running TV adaptation of the novels that aired on which free-to-air network in the UK?
ITV.
Correct. Of the 3 stage plays to feature Poirot, which one was both the only play to be written by Christie and to not be based on a pre-existing novel?
Black Coffee.
Correct. In Curtin Poirot's Last Case, Poirot unusually commits murder himself by killing which highly manipulative serial killer whom he dubs X?
Norton.
More information.
It's not Edward. James.
Stephen Norton. Considered one of the greatest twist endings ever written, which character and unreliable narrator is revealed to be the killer in the murder of Roger Ackroyd?
Dr. Shepard.
Correct. In 2014, which British poet and novelist became the first writer to produce continuation novels sanctioned by Christie's estate following her death in 1976?
Sophie Hannah.
Correct. At the end of the 3-act tragedy, Satterthwaite remarks on how awful it was that anyone could have consumed a poison cocktail, to which Poirot responds humorously by stating, "It might have been who?"
Me.
Correct. Which American actor portrayed Poirot in a series of radio dramas airing between February and October 1945, the first of which was introduced by Christie herself?
Jamie.
Harold Hoover. What is the name of the steamboat that Poirot sails aboard along the Nile whilst vacationing in Aswan during Death on the Nile?
The Karnak.
Correct. Kenneth Branagh has directed, produced and starred in 3 cinematic adaptations of Poirot novels. I've started, so I'll finish. Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile, and which 2023 film loosely based on Halloween Party?
Haunting in Venice.
Correct. And after that, you got 10 points and no passes. Well done.
Thank you.
What's the Gal line again from that?
Carl L. No.
No. Yeah, that's the one.
Can we have our next contestant, please? Your name
Andrew.
and your specialist subject.
It's Arrested Development, seasons 1 to 3.
Look, I knew it was going to be one of those basic live TV shows.
It's not though.
So you owe Andrew 3 ranked games.
You do.
You did even name drop it last night, but
You did say it,
I
yeah.
had it as an option, but I'm like, no, it's too basic. He wouldn't pick it.
the 2000s black comedy series on Fox with the wonderfully dysfunctional family at the center of it. Why Arrested Development?
I think it's probably one of my close to my favourite
to your
shows,
favourite?
not my favourite.
But we did specify seasons 1 to 3. So talk to me about the other seasons.
Oh, well, season 4, I've only seen it once and it was like, came out 2000, I can't even, 2013, I think.
It's not a question, so you don't have to
It's
know
just
it.
not very good. Yeah. And season 5, I haven't even finished.
Do you have a favourite episode? I certainly have a favourite moment. I haven't seen the show, but I have a favourite moment. The 9/11 joke is just,
Yeah, the
I
9/11
think
joke
about
is
that
pretty
almost
good,
daily.
yeah.
Okay, and favourite character from the family?
Probably Job.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. All right, now you've been projecting a lot of confidence
Have
so
I?
far. You absolutely have. So this is really your game to lose right now.
Oh, good.
Only an idiot can lose in this position. And you finished the rewatch how many days ago?
Like 3 days ago.
So it's all fresh in your mind.
Yeah.
All right. Arrested Development seasons 1 to 3. You have 2 minutes. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, your time starts now. Arrested Development is centered around the trials and misadventures of a dysfunctional yet affluent family that bears what surname?
Bluth.
Correct. Which famous director served as both executive producer of the show as well as its off-screen omniscient
Howard.
narrator? Correct. Known to his family by his initials, what is the full name of the Bluth family's eldest son and
George Oscar
noted
Bluth
womanizer,
Jr.
Job?
George Oscar Bluth Jr.
Correct. Michael realizes that his love interest throughout season 3, Rita, is mentally challenged when his son shows him a videotape of her attempting to eat what objects?
Plastic fruit.
Correct. As Tobias is outlining his relationship difficulties with Lindsay to Michael, he famously states, I don't want to blame it all on 9/11, but what?
It certainly didn't help.
Correct. What is the title of the season 2 episode in which a disapproving Michael seeks to drive away George Michael's girlfriend Anne by exposing her to the rest of his family?
Sarsfield.
Meet the Veals. In Key Decisions, Job technically fulfills his promise to escape from the same prison his father is incarcerated in when he is sent to hospital after being stabbed by which inmate?
White Power Bill.
Correct. Which rival business of the Bluths hires Job in an attempt to win an intercompany softball game in the season 2 episode
Stan
Switch
Sitwell.
Hitter? Sitwell Enterprises, I need. Which legendary singer portrayed Lucille's neighbour and social rival, also called Lucille and referred to by the Bluths as Lucille 2?
Liza Minnelli.
Correct. The final episode of the show's original run sees the Bluths host a shareholder meeting to decide the future of the company aboard which real-life retired British ocean liner?
Queen Mary.
Correct. Which character suffers from a psychological affliction called never nude, rendering them unable to ever be fully naked?
Tobias Funke.
Correct. What is the name of George Sr.'s loyal assistant and long-term lover who also has a brief romantic tryst with Job?
Kitty Sanchez.
Correct. Whilst attending high school, Maybe poses as a fictionalized version of herself called Shirley and claims to suffer from what fake terminal illness?
BS.
Correct. What classic 80s hit single does Job often use to accompany his decidedly mediocre magic stage shows?
The Final Countdown.
Correct. 12 points, no passes. Well done.
Done better on me.
And can we have our final competitor, please? Your name
Aiden.
and your specialist subject.
Professional squash from 1997 to 2004.
Yep. Yep. Professional squash. You don't play squash?
No, I
You've
can't.
never watched squash?
It's largely an academic thing for me.
A largely academic thing. I mean, so academic. I mean, you picked a subject and I'm like, oh, you couldn't even pick an Olympic sport. And he's like, I didn't even know it wasn't in the Olympics.
No.
In fact, I could read you exactly what Aiden said to me when he was announcing what his specialist subject would be. Attention, a random number generator has committed an act against me. I have been assigned squash. Yesterday I was a simple man with no opinions on squash. Today I awake in a cold sweat wondering all about ball velocity, wall geometry, and the geopolitical dominance of Egyptian squash players. I did not choose the squash life. I will become the very thing I swore to avoid, a person who voluntarily knows facts about sport. If anyone needs me, I will be in my chamber. To which I immediately asked, have you been hacked or is this AI? And it was in fact AI.
Absolutely.
So, what have you learned about professional squash in...
Well, this period, as I've grown to lovingly call the yellow period of squash, because squash is a yellow.
Yeah. That's very impressive.
I've learnt that Australia's quite good. I don't know if
Indeed.
that's ever been the case since.
No, I don't think it has. It really was a golden age.
And I've learnt rules.
Yep.
And
It's
that's
impressive.
That's about it.
And if you had to describe to someone who knows nothing about squash, what is the general flow of the game? How does it work?
4 walls, 1 ball, 2 people, go.
Wow, you are so ready.
Let's go.
Yeah, that does deserve a round of applause. That is
Thank you,
inspirational.
everyone.
And you've studied all the sources I gave you well ahead of time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely wasn't last night.
Definitely wasn't last
last
night.
night.
Okay, well, I have to say, out of all the subjects I've done for this, both in this episode and the last one, this is the one that I'm most keen to see how you do.
Me too.
All right. Professional squash, 1997 to 2004. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Good luck, Aiden. Do I wish you good luck? Yeah, no, I do. Just about. Your time starts now. Squash made its debut as a sport at the Commonwealth Games in 1998, which were hosted in which country?
Malaysia.
Correct. Which four-time world champion stepped down from the position of head coach at the Australian Institute of Sport squash program in 2003 after having served in the role for 18 years?
Sarsfield.
Jeff Hunt. In 1998, which then Scottish athlete became the first player from the UK to hold the world #1 ranking in the men's game since 1973?
Peter Nicol.
Correct. In what year was the scoring system maximum of 15 points reduced to 11 for all men's professional matches?
2004.
Correct. At the 2002 Commonwealth Games, Leilani Rarani earned gold medals in both the women's doubles and mixed doubles whilst representing which country?
New Zealand.
Correct. Which Australian woman dominated the sport with World Open titles in 1997, 98, 2001 and 2002, as well as winning a gold medal at the 2002 Commonwealth Games?
Sarah Fitzgerald.
Correct. Which 2 years saw the only instances of the men's World Open being cancelled due mainly to inadequate sponsorship funding levels for the event?
2000, 2001.
Correct. What was the score in the fifth and final game of the championship match at the 2000 Women's World Open in which Carol Owens defeated Leilani Joyce?
15 to 12.
9-1. Which country did Australia beat in front of a home crowd in Melbourne to be crowned men's world team champions in 2001?
England.
Egypt. 1997 marked the last period of Pakistani dominance in the men's game, with which player holding the #1 ranking for the entire year?
Sarsfield.
Jansher Khan. Finishing as the runner-up at both the Men's World Open and the Super Series finals in 1999 was Egyptian player Ahmed who?
Couldn't pronounce it. Sarsfield.
Barada. In which country was the 2002 Women's World Open held, which saw Sarah Fitzgerald claim her record 5th singles title?
England.
Qatar. Which Australian player picked up 3 runner-up finishes in a row at the Women's World Championships in 1997, 98 and 99?
Was it Michelle Martin?
It was Michelle Martin. Correct. No passes, and I have to say, you exceeded my expectations greatly.
As did I.
7 points, well done. So, scores at the end of that. Despite that heroic effort, you are still last aided on 7 points, followed by Tegan on 8 points. Jamie and Ella tied on 10 points each. Kieran on 11. And Janie and Andrew head-to-head on 12 points each. This is quite a close one. That's your lot for specialist subjects. So, now we entered the dreaded slow burn. And like last time, you're shaking your head?
I didn't book that special, so I don't care anymore.
No, but now you're a contender. So, much like the first episode, we'll go in reverse results order from the specialist subject round. So we'll start with Aiden and end with Andrew. There are 7 subjects to pick from today, and they are a city, a TV show, a musician, an invention, a book, an artwork, and a year. So... And I'm seeing nothing but, Jesus Christ, almost everyone has an extremely pained expression on their face. You are going to be last. So.
Mention which one you removed since Brenda's not here.
Oh yeah, since Brenda's not here, there would have been a game as well. So, could we have Aiden back into the black chair, please? It's funny, Janie said the exact same thing last time. You wanted film desperately and I didn't give it to you because I'm just that kind of guy. All right, so you come in with 7 points at the start of Slow Burn. The score to beat right now is 12, so you just need 6 points to take the lead from a Slow Burn. You have the choice of the full gamut of subjects. What would you like?
I will go with book.
The English teacher goes with the book.
Maybe get 0.
All right, good luck, Aiden. We're looking for a book. 10 clues, starting with this. This book was intended by its author to be a trilogy, but was ultimately released as a single novel.
Okay, next.
In 2015, a live reading of the novel took place around the world, with more than 1,000 people reading it aloud, each in 3-minute increments, totaling 60 hours in length.
Next.
Early reviews for the book were generally nonplussed, with one anonymous appraisal reading, "What genre are we supposed to file it into? Where is fiction in it? And where is history?" Provisional titles for this book include The Year 1805 and All's Well That Ends Well.
Next.
Although the novel is classed as historical fiction, 24 of its later chapters are the author's philosophical musings on historiography rather than traditional narrative. Known for its narrative scope, the novel features almost 600 characters, with roughly a third of them being real-life figures.
Next.
The story principally chronicles the lives of 5 aristocratic families set against the backdrop of Napoleon's attempted invasion of Russia.
Next.
A Soviet film adaptation was released in 4 installments in the mid-1960s and is often claimed to be one of the most expensive films ever produced.
Next.
The novel's central protagonist, Count Pierre Bezukhov, is commonly interpreted to be a self-insert of its writer, Leo Tolstoy.
Get last one.
Last clue. Frequently argued to be Tolstoy's finest literary achievement, as well as perhaps one of the greatest novels ever written, is the 361-chapter historical epic behemoth titled War and
Peace.
You're actually not supposed to go through all.
It is War and Peace.
Whoa, point.
You got that on the final clue. Gets you 1 point. Takes your your score up to 8.
No, I thought it was that much fun.
And to be fair to you, you are an English teacher. That is a Russian novel, so you know it's not totally horrible that you didn't get it to 1 clue. And hey, you'll be happy that someone else has. That's right. That's right. How about that? All right. Next up, Tegan. All right, Tegan, so you've seen how slow burn works, and now you get to do it for
Get to rock and
yourself.
roll.
You have 6 subjects left. Which one would you like?
None of them really speak to me.
Excellent.
I'm gonna go musician because
Musician it is.
I don't know enough about the rest of them.
All right. All right, Tegan, we're looking for a musician. I wish you the best of luck. 10 clues, starting with this. In 2010, NASA honored this musician by naming an asteroid after them. Their aptitude for music was apparent early on, learning to play the piano by ear at the age of 10?
I'm going to take a gander.
All right.
Why not? I'm just going to go Beethoven.
It's not Beethoven.
Yeah.
I'll give you a few other clues to see
Yeah, sure.
if you would have gotten it. So keep the microphone on for a sec. This musician has achieved countless accolades, including 18 Grammy Award wins from 44 nominations, a Recording Academy Lifetime Achievement Award, and even the US Presidential Medal of Freedom, awarded to them by George W. Bush in 2005.
Not Beethoven.
Definitely not Beethoven.
Still sure it's not Beethoven.
Not Beethoven.
Oh, the microphone's red, is it? Oh, dear. Oh. In 1987, she became the first female artist to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. As a vocalist, she was first noticed for singing gospel solos at the New Bethel Baptist Church in Detroit, where her father was a minister.
Oh, it's like...
Of her 112 singles that have featured on the US Billboard charts, the 1967 hit Respect is undoubtedly her most well-known.
Yeah.
Aretha Franklin.
When you said the piano thing, I guess Ray Charles in my head. But...
Not to worry, Tegan, you still have 8 points from your special subject round. All right, next up, Jamie. All right, Jamie, now a bit of history before we pick your subject here. You were the first person to take a 9-point swing last time. You did.
I did strike out.
You did strike out. Oh, it's red again. Oh, well. Might be battery, yeah. It's all right. So.
Well, I suppose if you want, someone can record the audio on their phone or whatever, and you'll be Jenny.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, try and do that. Who's what?
Do you want to do an open or?
Probably.
Or is an Android phone easier, I guess, to send a file?
I can just, if you want to give me my phone, I can record it and send it to you.
Yep.
Because it'd be like, what, another 20 minutes?
Maybe.
Your mic, and then you can do a post-recorded questions.
No, that would be way too much work.
Why don't you guys sit next to each other?
No. Just continue the banter when the second microphone's active.
Right, we're recording.
So you had a bit of history there with the first 9-point swing. Are you going to do that again this time?
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay. There are 5 subjects left. What would you like?
Not loving any of these, if I'm being honest, Sam. Give me invention.
Invention for you. All right. Good luck, Jamie. We have 10 clues for an invention, starting with this. As with many innovations, the earliest reference to this invention comes from China in the form of a simple toy dated around 400 BC. A dangerous circumstance that might arise whilst using this invention is that of the vortex ring state. Actor Harrison Ford is a noted enthusiast of this invention. This invention was used in a program devised by the US Coast Guard to train pigeons to assist in finding lost people, reportedly enjoying a stunning 90% success rate.
Okay.
In 1986, French woman Nadine Vaujour rather sensationally used this invention to successfully jailbreak her incarcerated husband.
Keep going.
Russian-American pioneer Igor Sikorsky is credited with its first mass-produced variant. The largest of its kind is the Russian-made Mi-26, weighing almost 30 tons. Artist and inventor Leonardo da Vinci famously sketched an early prototype called the aerial screw in a 15th century manuscript.
Is the helicopter?
Yes.
I was thinking yo-yos up until the pigeons.
I had fireworks stuck in my brain.
Yeah,
I
he
couldn't
said
get it out.
Chinese. Yeah.
I couldn't get it out.
You got that on the 3-point clue. It takes your score up to 13. You are our new leader.
I didn't really have a functioning helicopter in 5 meters.
So is that a toy
Got a toy.
though? A toy.
Listen to the.
Oh, it's a toy.
Yeah, because if it's like
And we'll have Ella back, thank
More
you.
information on the pigeon thing.
All right, Ella. Now, speaking of history, you're our first one-pointer in Slow Burn with the French Revolution. You have a wider selection of subjects this time.
Just makes it more nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
I hate this one.
that's right. Oh, what would you like?
I think I want artwork.
Artwork. You are the daughter of
Andrew's
2 artists, so if you get this one wrong, like, don't ever tell your parents. All right. I wish you the best of luck with
Very much.
an artwork. Looking for an artwork. 10 clues starting with this. This artwork is European in origin.
Can I please have some more information?
A scene in the 2003 romantic drama film The Dreamers features actress Eva Green imitating this artwork.
Next, please.
Although it has inspired many creatives, painter Pierre-Auguste Renoir once famously dismissed it as a big gendarme.
So it's something like abstract impressionism, perhaps. But what? More information, please.
Precise dating of the artwork is uncertain, but experts generally concur that it was produced in the late 2nd century BC. So not quite.
Not quite at all.
Not quite
I was
abstract
gonna take a
impressionism.
stab at it. Sorry, in the late
2nd century BC.
Ooh, I'm in trouble. More information,
It was discovered in 1820 by a farmer and is named in part for where it was found.
Did you say the nationality of the film? No. Next, please.
Upon receiving the artwork as a gift, King Louis XVIII donated it to the Louvre, where it resides to this day.
I'm going to take a guess.
What are you going to guess? You could go one more if you want.
I could.
It's the Venus de something.
DeMilo.
De Milo. That is so heartbreaking. The next clue, a sculpture of the late Hellenistic period, and it stands just over 2 meters tall and is made entirely of Parian marble. The most commonly theorized identity of its subject is the Greek goddess of love, Aphrodite, though it has been argued that it is instead Poseidon's wife, Amphitrite. Although the sculpture is known for its physical beauty, its arguably more famous characteristic is its missing arms.
Even the height that we think is almost
Would you have
And incidentally, it's
Yeah, I would have known probably on the next one, I think.
incidentally, it's also known as Aphrodite of Melos, but it's better known as the Venus de Milo.
It's funny like you took that note because like when you were saying that, I actually pictured because I know what you're talking about, the statue, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I've never known what the name is.
Yeah.
So I was looking at like that like Greek statue, right, Sam?
That is so sad. But you still have 10 points. Thank you.
Who's next?
Yes.
You know, I'll tell you, for a minute I really panicked and I thought there was another name for that statue that I had not come across, but yeah.
I think it might actually. I think it might. Is it also in the Louvre? I don't know. It might be.
I've been to the Louvre. I didn't see that. I didn't see that statue. All right. Next up is Kieran.
So we're just in a super long voice now. Yep, ready?
All right, Kieran. 3 subjects left. You come in with 11 points. The score to beat as it stands is 13. So you only need 2 to take the lead.
Well,
What would you
assuming the other people get 0.
I mean, they will.
Yeah, these two are morons.
What's it going to be? City, TV show, or year?
I feel like the worst one for me would be year. I don't think I would do good with TV show either, so I'm going to go city. Good luck to whoever gets year.
All right, Kieran. We're looking for a city. 10 clues. Good luck. Your first clue is this. This city is located in the Northern Hemisphere.
Next.
It gives its name to a 1942 musical comedy film directed by W.S. Van Dyke and a 1963 heist film directed by Wilf Riller.
Next.
According to World Bank estimates, traffic congestion present in this city costs the national economy around 4% of its annual GDP.
Next.
Its downtown district was constructed during the reign of Ismail Pasha, who was inspired by the French bureaucrat Baron Haussmann's ambitious urban renewal of Paris.
I guess no need to rush here, so next. I've got some inclinations though.
The city's name is derived from an epithet meaning the conqueror, and is also sometimes referred to as the city of 1,000 minarets.
So I think I'm gonna make the guess now.
Okay, what are you going with?
Istanbul/Constantinople.
It's not. Give you some other clues to see if you would have gotten it. Although the foundations of what would become the modern city were founded in 969 AD, settlements in the wider metropolitan area date back as early as 5,000 years ago.
Okay, next.
Associated with snake charmers, a well-known melody composed in the 19th century called the Arabian Riff is also known by the title The Streets of This City. It is home to many recognizable landmarks, including the ancient Khan el Khalili Bazaar, the Coptic Museum located in its old town, and the site of a famous modern political flashpoint in the country's history, Tahrir Square.
Do you know? Because I'm thinking now, like, Coptic, that seems to me like Central Asian Afghanis, but
With a greater population of 22 million, it is the most populous city in North Africa and the Middle East.
North Africa and the Middle East, but
I'll give you the last clue. Situated along the banks of the world's longest river and famous the world over for the stunning... It's Cairo.
Well, okay, so I wouldn't have got it at all. Did you know it was Cairo?
I only when you said Tahrir Square.
Okay, no, that's good. So, you would have got that.
So,
When you said 1,000 minutes, I also thought,
I
was like, that's got to be Istanbul, but nope.
and then I was like, Damascus, but no.
0 points from Slowburn, but you still have 11 points at the end of that round.
Alright.
Geez, Slowburn's been taking a few more scalps this time around.
You know. Yep. You're going to be good with that one.
Hi, Janie. Now, another bit of Slowburn history. You were in this position last time where you had 2 subjects to pick from. I suspect one of these is a lot better for you than the other one this time round, though. Shall we dispense with the formalities and just pick TV show? All right, Janie. You come in with a score of 12. Score to beat right now is 13. You only need 1 point to take the lead. 10 clues looking for a TV show, starting with this. In a 2021 BBC poll, this show was ranked as the 68th best television series of the 21st century. Andrew Stanton, a co-writer of Pixar's Finding Nemo, has directorial credits for 2 of the show's episodes. Major fashion brands including Nike, Gap, Adidas, and Benetton have collaborated with the show and, in some cases, granted the cast and crew access to their archives. Most of the show was shot in Atlanta, Georgia, though some filming also took place in the Lithuanian capital, Vilnius. In its original pitch, the show's title was Montauk. The show is set in the fictional town of Hawkins, Indiana. It is Stranger Things.
Wait, when would you have gotten it? Hawkins, Indiana. Wait, is it Vilnius? Because if they go to Vilnius, it's usually to film like Soviet. Russian stuff.
There was a prison sequence, I think, in the 4th season or something, and it was shot in Vilnius.
Yeah.
All right, so you actually have 1 more point than I gave there because I thought I heard you say next. So you're on 17 points. Well done.
Thank you.
Because it was on 5.
Hmm?
And I thought you were tricking us.
Hawkins is pretty good. I mean, you know.
Only if you've watched the show.
That's true.
Watch the show. Plus, also Dead by Daylight. I just thought instantly.
And our last competitor.
Yeah, right. Yes. Boy, what subject am I going to choose, Sam?
What subject are you going to choose, Andrew?
So much choice.
Shall we go with a year then and just hope for the best? All right. All right. Good luck, Andrew. We're looking for a year. 10 clues, starting with this. When measured with coordinated universal time, this year is the longest on record, with 2 leap seconds added for the first and only time in history. This year saw the beginning of the Second Cod War, a fishing rights dispute between the UK and Iceland, and the end of the First Sudanese Civil War.
Okay. Yeah, next.
Gerald Edelman and Rodney Porter were both awarded this year's Nobel Prize in Medicine for their discoveries concerning the chemical structure of antibodies? Luxembourg picked up its third of 5 wins at the Eurovision Song Contest with Vicky Leandro's song Après Toi. The last crewed Apollo mission, Apollo 17, landed on the moon on December 11th of this year. The Aboriginal Tent Embassy was established in January of this year and would go on to become the longest continuous protest for Indigenous land rights in the world. Celebrities: Cameron Diaz, Eminem, Shaquille O'Neal, and Sofia Vergara were all born in this year. I'm seeing some quick maths over there. The Summer Olympics of this year were heavily overshadowed by a massacre resulting in the deaths of 11 members of the Israeli Olympic team.
Alright, I want to make a guess.
What's your guess?
1980.
No.
What was it?
72? 77?
76.
Oh, you
Richard Nixon's administration was rocked by the infamous Watergate scandal, which ultimately led to his resignation a little over 2 years later. This leap year that saw the infamous Bloody Sunday massacre in Northern Ireland was what year of the 1970s?
What, 76?
72.
Shaq's older than I thought he was.
72? Oh my god.
You know, originally at 72, and I was like, looked like from the moon. And I was like, oh, it's 76, and he went Olympic. Like, yeah.
So after Sloburn has taken prisoners today, we have tied on 8 points each, Tegan and Aiden. Then Ella on 10 points, Kieran on 11, Andrew on 12, Jamie on 13, and Janie on 17.
He's back to back. He's looking hard to top.
But now we have 2.5 minutes of general knowledge that can well and truly change everything. Again, we'll go in reverse order from where we ended at the end of round 2. So, Tegan, you're back up. All right, Tegan, you come in with 8 points. The score to beat right now is 16. You need 9 points, 17 rather. Yep, so 10 points even to take it out. It's doable. You have 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. I wish you the very best of luck. Good luck. Your time starts now. Originating in Italy is which form of small serve concentrated coffee that serves as the base for other drinks, including the latte and the cappuccino? Correct. The Forest of Silence, Dread Mountain, and City of the Rats are all installments of which Australian children's fantasy book series? Del Toro Quest. In 1992, Australia's Naughtiest Home Videos was abruptly taken off the air after which media mogul and Nine Network owner furiously demanded its cancellation after watching it himself? Take that as a pass. Of the 4 major championships held in men's golf, which is the only one to not be hosted in the United States? A monument that stands at the confluence of the borders of the US states of Colorado, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico has what name that is shared with a long-running ABC current affairs program? Four Corners. According to the lyrics of the Police's 1978 hit single Roxanne, you don't have to put on the what? Correct. Serving as SBS's chief football analyst for almost 20 years before moving to Stan Sport is Socceroos veteran and human rights activist Craig who? A famous victory for Henry V in which his vastly outnumbered English army defeated French forces during the 100 Years' War was the 1415 Battle of where? Agincourt. At the 2025 federal election, who became the first opposition leader to lose their seat after being defeated in the electorate of Dixon by Labour's Ali France? Listed at number 33 on the American Film Institute's list of 100 movie quotes, which 1989 rom-com features the immortal line, "I'll have what she's having"? A recent fixture on the ARIA charts is Ariana Grande's 2026 lead single from her 8th studio album, Petal, titled "Hate That I What?" Which Labour politician and former Manchester mayor succeeded Keir Starmer as Prime Minister of the UK in July 2026? In which Australian men's sporting league do the Illawarra Hawks, Brisbane Bullets and Perth Wildcats all compete? In which Australian men's sporting league do the Illawarra Hawks, Brisbane Bullets and Perth Wildcats all compete? NBL. What is the English name for an archipelago located in the South Atlantic known in Spanish as Las Islas Malvinas? That would have been the Falkland Islands. It's all right. 2 points takes you up to 10. We have 8 passes to quickly run through. The 9 network owner who wanted Ronaldo is Kerry Packer. The only golf championship in men's golf to not be hosted in the US is the British Open. SBS's chief football analyst, I could see you knew it.
I knew it, and then I was like, it's just blank. So
Craig Foster. The opposition leader at the 2025 election, who was the first opposition leader to lose his seat, is Peter Dutton. The quote from the film, the quote, "I'll have what she's having," is from the film When Harry Met Sally. The recent fixture on the ARIA charts, Ariana Grande's single "Hate That I Made You Love Me." Blank stare from that one. Me too. Honestly, me too.
One of the few artists I'm like, nope.
Unlucky for you in this specific instance. The current Labour Prime Minister taking over from Keir Starmer is Andy Burnham. And then, as we said, the Falkland Islands, Las Islas Malvinas. That's all right. 10 points. Well done.
There you are. Here's the secret phone.
All right, Aidan. All right, Aidan. You come in with 8 points. The score to be right now is 17, so you also need 10 points to clear your girlfriend in the back there. Yeah, that's right. Could have been live, but isn't and never will be. How you feeling? Confident?
Absolutely.
How would you have gone that last set? How would you have gone to that last set?
I would have gotten at least 20 points.
Well, let's do it again then. 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Good luck. Your time starts now. The medical branch of oncology is chiefly concerned with the prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and research of which type of deadly disease? Correct. Which British actor has portrayed Spider-Man across 6 MCU films beginning in 2016 and even married his co-star from those films, Zendaya, in 2026? Correct. Which iconic play written by Tennessee Williams was adapted into a 1951 film which famously saw Marlon Brando repeatedly cry out for a woman called Stella? Correct. David Farley became the first One Nation candidate to be elected to federal parliament after winning the Farrer by-election, an electorate located in which state or territory? Queensland. New South Wales. First coming to fame for her role as the manipulative homewrecker Izzy on Neighbours, Natalie Bassingthwaite also found success as the frontwoman for which pop rock band? Being more reflective of their colonial roots, instances of the Commonwealth Games held before 1954 were instead known as the what Games? Empire. Most golf balls have around 300 small holes on them that aid with aerodynamics, which have what name that is shared with a common feature of the human face? Dimples. First becoming popular in 2025 on TikTok is a nonsensical meme involving which 2 consecutive numbers being mentioned in an amusing voice accompanied by a distinct hand gesture? Correct. Covering over 1.1 million square kilometres with a population just shy of 46,000, in which country would you find the rather frigid Northwest Territories? Canada. Correct. Measuring only slightly larger than the Earth's moon, which is the smallest planet in our solar system? Mercury. What word can mean both an instrument used to assist with viewing and the intended range or extent of any given job or activity? Scope. In human anatomy, the strongest and longest bone in the body is which structure that runs from the hip to the knee joint? I'll accept. For both men and women, Olympic diving is contested on both a 3-metre springboard and a platform some how many metres high? 12. 10. Having served in multiple army deployments as well as enjoying a career as a conservative pundit on Fox News, who is the current US Secretary of Defense appointed by President Trump in 2025? Pete Hegseth. Which animated kids TV show created by marine biology educator Stephen Hillenburg follows the adventures and happenings of the denizens of Bikini Bottom?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Absolutely correct. You have 7 points. You had 2 passes. The first coming to fame on her role as the manipulative homewrecker Izzy, Natalie Bassingthwaighte, was the front woman of the Rogue Traders.
I kept thinking the Scissor Sisters, which I think was wrong.
And there was another one you passed by accidentally and put as a incorrect. So that's all right. But 7 points for the round, which takes you up to 15. Well done. Ella is next. So, Ella, you come in with 10 points. Score to beat is 17. Need 8 points. I feel like you can do it, right? Yeah. I'm still just a bit heartbroken about the Venus de Milo debacle.
The wrong Venus.
But the wrong Venus. The Venus debacle.
My favourite piece of art.
But let's put it behind us. You have 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good luck. Your time starts now. A popular 2-act opera that features a titular instrument imbued with the power to transform sorrow into love and joy is Mozart's The Magic what? Flute. Which senior Nazi held the position of Commander-in-Chief of the Luftwaffe for all but 12 days of the branch's existence between 1935 and 1945? Goering. Stretching from Hyde Park all the way down to the Opera House is which street in Sydney's CBD that features, among other landmarks, State Parliament House and the Sydney Mint? Macquarie Street. A leading 20th century artist best known for composing 27 stylized paintings of the famed bushranger Ned Kelly is Sydney who? Correct. Becoming the first woman to receive an Academy Award for Best Director for the 2009 war film The Hurt Locker is American filmmaker Catherine who? Correct. Which Kazakhstani tennis player defeated Arina Sabalenka in 3 sets to win her first Australian Open women's singles title this year and second major title overall? Spiraling out of the production of the 2024 film It Ends With Us, actress Blake Lively has since been engaged in a highly public litigation with which fellow actor and director? Correct. Which Dickens character, a self-confessed miser, is the leader and fence of a group of child pickpockets including Charlie Bates, Oliver Twist and the Artful Dodger? Running for 4 seasons on Network 10 in the early 2000s and starring Deborah Mailman as Kelly, Samuel Johnson as Evan and Joel Edgerton as Will was the TV drama series The Secret What? Correct. First patented in 1962, Havaianas is a Brazilian brand of what specific form of footwear? Correct. Often used to humorously caption an image on the internet with an unrelated memory or sensation it might elicit, the slang acronym TFW stands for That Feeling What? Correct. Most scientific calculators feature 3 functions for trigonometric calculations: sine, cosine, and which other beginning with T? As anyone who has played a FIFA or Madden NFL title could tell you, video game developer and publisher EA Sports is synonymous with which 4-word slogan voiced by Andrew Anthony? It's in the game. Which noted atheist and author was the subject of several assassination attempts, including a fatwa issued by Ayatollah Khomeini after publishing his 4th novel, The Satanic Verses, in 1988? It is Salman Rushdie.
Oh, gosh.
And you got 7 points in that round, takes you up to 17. There are 3 passes.
The tennis player, what's her name?
3 passes, which, yes, the tennis player, has it come to you at all?
No, I can picture her.
Elena
Ubakana.
Yep. The Dickens character who is the head of the child pickpocket group is Fagin.
Fagin.
I could not.
And the scientific calculator, you got sine, you got cosine, and tangent.
Lost all confidence in
But you now have 17 points with 3 passes, which I think still puts Janie ahead because I don't think she... No, she doesn't have any passes. It's, yeah, so well done. Kieran's up next.
All right, ready.
Okay, so Janie is on 18. You need 7.
17.
Oh,
She was 16 officially, and then 17.
16,
He was on 16 and
yeah. Yep, 7,
Yeah,
yep,
straight
16.
down.
Yep, sorry, my mistake. And you're going to do anything you can to make sure that she doesn't repeat win, right?
wow, so biased. Such a biased host.
What if I want her to win?
Yeah.
You could just say ScoMo to every question that's what you're about to get.
Hypothetically speaking.
All right, I know you got a plane to catch, so let's get this show on the road. You got 2.5 minutes on general knowledge. Good luck. Your time starts now. A treaty signed in 1959 by 12 countries, including Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and Norway, ensures freedom of scientific cooperation on which continent?
Antarctica.
Correct. What tentative name is given to the youngest current generation of humans, the first of which were born in 2025, following on from Gen Alpha, Gen Beta? Before gaining fame as a recurring weekly guest on the Oprah Winfrey Show, celebrity doctor... Known for its unusual coloration and ice cream-like texture, the blue Java is an inimitable cultivar of which common fruit?
Pass.
Originally describing any existing being, is which term now used in modern fantasy to denote a type of undead creature and shares its name, though not its spelling, with a basic colour?
Pass.
The beginning of Mark Twain's classic novel, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, sees the titular character forced to paint what feature of his aunt's property as punishment for getting in a fight?
Pass.
Which social media platform's current logo features the outline of a camera inside a rounded square set against it? Correct. The International Criminal Court, which has issued arrest warrants for world leaders including Vladimir Putin, Benjamin Netanyahu, and Muammar Gaddafi, is seated in which Dutch city?
Amsterdam.
The Hague. Featuring the World Heritage listed Keoladeo National Park, as well as the ruins of the Indus civilization, is which state in India's northwest, the largest by land area?
Bengal.
Rajasthan. In April 2026, Los Angeles furniture company Olive Ateliers released a series of indoor pieces including tables and wicker baskets in collaboration with which Baywatch star? With hits including All the Things She Said and Not Gonna Get Us, which Russian pop duo consists of Lena Katina and Yulia Volkova?
Pass.
Which Star Trek television series featured Jonathan Frakes as Commander William T. Riker, Denise Crosby as Lieutenant Tasha Yar, and a 15-year-old Will Wheaton as Wesley Crusher? Next Generation is correct. The subject of a hot and heavy 2026 film adaptation starring Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi is which classic work and sole novel of Emily Bronte?
Pass.
With a population estimated to be just shy of 144 million, which is Europe's most populous country?
Russia.
Correct. The outermost layer of the sun's atmosphere characterized by hot plasma that is corona. According to the title of an existentialist play written by Tom Stoppard, which 2 minor characters from Shakespeare's Hamlet are dead?
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Correct. Which American rapper released his 5th studio album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, in 2022?
Pass.
The flowers of the epiphyllum oxypetalum only bloom nocturnally, causing the plant to be known colloquially as the queen of the what?
Pass.
What word can mean both a scoring event in a game or sport and a physical indication given by a person towards a specific direction?
Repeat the question.
What word can mean both a scoring event in a game or sport and a physical indication given by a person towards a specific direction?
A try?
A point.
You know they've actually touched the sun's corona. We've sent a probe through the corona.
Yeah, because the density is really low.
Yeah.
So
5 points for this round. You had 9 passes.
that
So
was a set that was very unfortunately tailored for me.
let's go through them all quickly. So Phil McGraw, celebrity doctor on Oprah Winfrey, graduated with a degree in psychology. Known for its unusual color, the blue Java is a cultivar of a banana. The undead creature that shares its name, though not its spelling, with a basic color, is a white. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Tom Sawyer has to paint his aunt's fence. Los Angeles furniture company collaborated with Pamela Anderson. All the things she said are not going to get us. Tattoo. Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi starred in a film adaptation of Wuthering Heights. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers was released by Kendrick Lamar. And the epiphyllum oxypetalum, which only blooms nocturnally, is known as the Queen of the Night.
That was one where I was like, I could just say it, but I'm like, you know what, let's just go to the next one.
So 5 points takes you up to 16 in total. Well done. Andrew's next.
That's a very unfortunate set for you.
All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten a lot in that last set either.
So Janie and Kieran are on 16 points each. 17 points each. I keep making that mistake.
Kieran's on 16 and Janie's on 17.
Yep.
You'll get it right.
Yep. So 17 is the magic number to beat, which means you need 5 points. And you were my guinea pig last time. No, she is on 17. You're right. That's right. I only have it right here in front of me. Yeah. So you should go really well because last time you went really well in all the general knowledge sets that I tested. Yeah, okay. 2.5 minutes. We'll see. Are you ready? Good luck. Your time starts now. With its name derived from both the Portuguese and Spanish for peaceful sea and containing more than half of our planet's free water, which is the largest ocean on Earth? Correct. What given name links musicians with the surnames White, Harlow, Antonoff, and Black?
Sarsfield.
Jack. Voted in 2013 as Australia's favourite homegrown novel in a poll by Get Reading, Tomorrow When the War Began was written by which author and former teacher?
Sarsfield.
John Marsden. Which whiskey brand's logo depicts a dragon with flaming hair and profile and is often accompanied by the words red hot?
Sarsfield.
Fireball. In mathematics, a real number that cannot be expressed as the ratio of two integers is described as what word that can also mean an inability to think clearly?
Irrational.
Correct. Co-directed by a Brit, an American, and a German, the 1962 historical epic film The Longest Day is chiefly concerned with which specific flashpoint of the Second World War?
Sarsfield.
D-Day. During the 2026 World Cup, US President Donald Trump controversially but successfully lobbied FIFA to have which striker's one-match red card suspension reversed? Fowler and Balogun. What does the second C stand for in the acronym for Australia's chief market regulator, the ACCC?
Commission.
Consumer. Kim Kardashian faced accusations of cultural appropriation in 2019 for her intended trademarking of a shapewear fashion line bearing what Japanese-inspired name?
Sakura.
Kimono. In TV's The Big Bang Theory, super nerd Sheldon Cooper will often follow up any joke or prank with what one-word exclamation? Correct. Now housed in Florence's Ospedale degli Innocenti, Virgin and Child with an Angel is one of the earliest known works of Italian Renaissance painter Sandro who?
Sarsfield.
Botticelli. The medical condition hepatitis is an infectious disease that can cause jaundice, vomiting, or abdominal pain due to tissue inflammation of which organ?
Kidneys.
Liver. Now used to signal a point of no return after one has taken a courageous or bold action, Julius Caesar is reputed to have uttered the phrase alia iacta est, which translates to English as what?
Sarsfield.
The die is cast. Roughly 100,000 people, mostly hippies, college students, and beatniks, descended on San Francisco's Haight-Ashbury district in 1967, leading to that year's summer being known by what 3 words? Summer of Love. Often undertaken by Duke of Edinburgh Award hopefuls, the Coast Track is an iconic walk located in which national park some 30 kilometres south of Sydney's CBD? Royal National Park. Which classic rock band with an American state for a name had their first Billboard Top 40 hit in 1976 with Carry On Wayward Son?
California.
Kansas.
Not great.
No passes. 3 points. Takes you up to 15. Well done. It is you. Jamie's up next.
It's up to you to dethrone Janie.
You are on 13 points.
I don't like being in contention.
17 is the magic number. You need 4 to take the lead. Are you ready?
Sure.
Let's do it. 2.5 minutes starting now. Commemorating the crucifixion of Jesus and observed by many Christian denominations on the Friday immediately preceding Easter Sunday is which day that also serves as a public holiday in Australia? Correct. Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham are two high-profile stars that both play for the Indiana Fever in which women's sporting league? Correct. Stretching across 14 islands that meet at the confluence of Lake Mälaren and the Baltic Sea, what is the most populous city and capital of Sweden? Derived from an archaic 14th century French term literally meaning placeholder, is which army officer rank typically above cadet but below captain? Correct. Widely considered to be early forerunners of electronic music production, the band Kraftwerk were formed in 1970 in which country? Germany. The battle for the Eureka Stockade was fought between mining rebels and colonial forces on the 3rd of December 1854 in which Victorian gold rush boomtown? In 1968, which capital became the first and to date only city in Latin America to host a Summer Olympic Games?
Rio de Janeiro.
Mexico City. Australian animation studio Glitch Productions is responsible for which hit Netflix series that follows a group of people trapped within a surreal VR simulation overseen by an unstable AI ringmaster? Coming to prominence during the Chinese Cultural Revolution in the 1970s, a famous political cabal led by Chairman Mao Zedong's wife Jiang Qing was the Gang of what? 4. In TV's Bewitched, what is the name of Samantha's long-suffering mortal husband who often finds himself on the receiving end of spells that create chaos in his life? Darren. Former US Secretary of State Alexander Haig once erroneously stated, "As of now, I am in control here," in the immediate aftermath of an assassination attempt of which sitting president?
George Bush.
Reagan. Founded in 1979, the prestigious Pritzker Medal is often referred to as the Nobel Prize of which field? Architecture. The acronym present in the title of Roald Dahl's classic 1982 children's novel The BFG is a shortened version of which character's name? Correct. What Arabic phrase meaning "if God wills it" is often used by Muslims to express hope for the future and the notion that nothing happens in existence without God's express permission? Correct. Reborn and Strikes Again are subtitles of 2 sequels in which film franchise that features an inept British secret agent played by Rowan Atkinson bumbling his way through plots of intrigue? Johnny English. The long-running TV sitcom Family Guy is set in which small US state that was also the site of creator Seth MacFarlane's tertiary education in animation? Rhode Island. Seeing renewed interest during COVID, I've started so I'll finish. What is the name of a popular cooperative board game designed by Matt Leacock and in which up to 4 players seek to prevent deadly viruses from wiping out regions of Earth?
Pandemic.
It is Pandemic. You scored 6 points, got 3 passes. The capital of Sweden is Stockholm. The battle for the Eureka Stockade took place in Ballarat. And the animation studio Glitch Productions is responsible for the Netflix series The Amazing Digital Circus.
I would have guessed that, but
All up, those 6 points for the round, which takes you up to 19 and our new leader.
you know, Ballarat is the 6th happiest city in the world.
I did not know that. I'll put that in the next set next time.
I know because one of my co-workers lives there.
There you go. All right, Janie, here's the state of play. You're on 17.
Yeah.
And Jamie is on 19 with 5 passes. So 2 points and no passes will get you the win.
Okay.
2 points and 4 passes will get you the win. Anything less, and we have a problem.
Oh dear. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, you sound so confident.
Yeah, let's do it.
Good luck. To be back-to-back champion.
No pressure.
Your time, 2.5 minutes, starts now. The Australian coat of arms features 2 native animals famed for their inability to traverse backwards, the emu and which iconic marsupial? Correct. Though not lasting long enough to attain true stardom, Tommy Moore, Stuart Sutcliffe and Pete Best were all early members of which rock band? The Beatles. Once famous for being the tallest buildings in the world, in which Southeast Asian capital city would you find the imposing 88-storey Petronas Twin Towers? Kuala Lumpur. In golf, what term used almost exclusively in friendly matches refers to a player taking a replacement stroke without penalty, usually due to the original shot travelling wayward? Mulligan. Former UK Prime Minister Winston Churchill was awarded the 1953 Nobel Prize in which discipline? Literature. Which federal crossbench senator is the only candidate not from a major party to have ever achieved a quota in their own right when running for an ACT upper house seat? David Pocock. Which actor won his first Academy Award for his portrayal of Vito Corleone in The Godfather Part 2 and his second for his performance 6 years later as Jake LaMotta in Raging Bull? Robert De Niro. The wave of anti-government protest that swept multiple countries in North Africa and the Middle East during the early 2010s is commonly known as the Arab what? Spring. Known in Australia for its controversial proposal of a mine located in Queensland's Galilee Basin, the Adani Group is a resources conglomerate headquartered in which country? India. Which 11th century cloth artwork that depicts the events that preceded the Norman conquest of England is known for its incredible length, measuring almost 70 metres long? Bayeux Tapestry. Spotify's most streamed song of 2025 was Die With A Smile, an emotional pop rock duet featuring Bruno Mars and which other American singer-songwriter? Correct. Said to be the world's biggest food fight, in which country is an annual festival called La Tomatina held, in which roughly 20,000 participants throw tomatoes at each other every August? Country. Correct. Which complex aspect of property law is primarily concerned with the legal transfer of property ownership from one party to another? Which complex aspect of property law is primarily concerned with the legal transfer of a property's ownership from one party to another? Ever since emerging as a dark horse contender at the 1981 Masters, golfing legend Greg Norman has been known by what animalistic nickname?
Greg Norman. I don't know. Bandicoot.
The shark, or the great white shark. Not to worry, let's go to the scoreboard.
Sam, wait, you can give her an extra point. So actually
Oh yeah. You had one pass in that round. The name for the area of property law that transfers ownership from one to another is conveyancing.
The most exciting part of
4 points for the round. Let's go to the scoreboard and see how everyone went. Tegan is on 10 points. Aiden on 15. Andrew also on 15 with no passes. Kieran on 16. Ella on 17. Jamie on 19. And a repeat champion on 20 points, Janie. Of course it is. You won fair and square. Congratulations. Speech.
Please don't make me do this again. I'm 38, man. Like, it's not good for me.
Prove me wrong.